What's up, everybody? It's your girl Q1, and I am back with Love During Lockup or Love After Lockup, Season 7, Episode 1, all aboard the Hot Mess Express. Before I start, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Click the notification bell button so you can be updated on every video I drop. Make sure y'all like the videos so I can stay in the algorithm, y'all. So this is my first time reviewing Love During Lockup or any of those franchises. It's my first time. It was a ghetto mess, and I was here for the foolishness and the debauchery. Tomorrow, y'all, I'm going to put, into my description box, you'll see Mrs. Best and Watch Your Mouth Reviews. Their channels are in my description box, so go ahead and subscribe to their channels if you have not. But tomorrow at 11, I will be over at Mrs. Best's channel. And all three of us are going to be discussing Love During Lockup. Okay? It'll be 11 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Mountain, and West Coast, it's going to be 9 a.m. Ooh, child. So, yeah. It's going to be a good one, y'all. We're going to have a good kiki tomorrow morning. So grab your donuts, your bagels, and all of the things and come join us. Anyway, here we go, y'all. The episode started with Emily and Justin. All right? Justin is locked up. Emily is 26-year-old, but she looked 40. Okay? Sorry, Emily. If you're watching this, friend, I'm sorry. Just, you look my age. Okay, you look my age. I am 43. You look my age. Anyway, she says she wants to make money for her son, herself, and her man. I'm sorry, y'all. She's a businesswoman, and she just snagged a new job in Wells, Nevada, and it's over on the West Coast, of course. Justin, her man, he should be out in 3 months. So it turns out that he was charged with burglary, criminal mischief of damaged property, possession of a firearm, receiving stolen property, simple assault, unauthorized use of a motor or other vehicle, and criminal conspiracy. They met 6 months ago on Facebook. She saw his picture. She thought he was cute. She sent him a friend request, but his ex was actually the one running the account. I was like, oh, okay, all right. So the ex was running the account, and it seems as though we're gonna meet this ex later on in the season when I seen the preview for what's to come. Anyway, so Justin has never met her son, and she wants Justin to meet him, and she says she's always missing her son's life, but her mom always stepping in. And I was like, you's a sad hoe if I ain't never seen it ever. Some of y'all don't need no kids. I swear to Jesus. Oh, so she has to move so she can pursue her new job. Okay? Emily is a legal hooker. She works at a brothel. Okay? I don't know how she secured this job. Justin don't like her, working this job. But sir, you're in jail. You can't support me. So here we are. And so she has to leave her kid. And I'm just like, make your money how you can, okay? Just be careful out there because the people in the streets is nasty, okay? So next we meet Goddess. She's 28, and Damon, he's 30, all right? Goddess is actually a stylist, and I tell you, they showed her work. Sis can do some hair, and she's a nursing student, okay? All right. So people are always asking her what is her real name. She was like, my real name is Goddess. This is what my mom named me. And so she have to always explain that to other people. I just wanted to let y'all know that. But she was beautiful, okay? So she's obsessed with Damon, Damon, aka Moo Moo. and she's like fatal attraction obsessed with him. I was like, girl, like, girl, okay, all right. So Moo Damon, aka Moo, has been incarcerated for 2 years for a handgun possession, and I was like, listen, I know I did get my degree in criminal justice, right? But I ain't never pursued it in criminal justice because I hate criminal justice. And I used to work at the parole office, okay? But, child, they just for possessing a gun, you get 2 years for that? But all right, whatever. So apparently he's going to be released in the next 6 months. I will say this. The men are very handsome. It's a no for me, but some of the men on here was very handsome. And that's all I'm going to say. All right? So she met because he needed a stylist and she braided his hair. She did an amazing job. She said she liked him. She liked his swag. They instantly connected and they've been together for a year. And then he went to jail, I think. Anyway, so they've never consummated, okay? They never peanut butter and jelly. Okay, y'all, you gotta use your imagination. Ain't never peanut butter and jelly. I don't even think she ever saw it. But Gigi wanted to be the size of the boat and have the motion in the ocean. Her mama told her, don't fall for the okie doke. Listen, dear parents, please stop telling your kids don't do what I do, but do as I say. They don't ever work. They mirror you. They see you. So they're going to do exactly what they see you do. Okay? Please stop saying that to your children. Stop. If you want better, set a better example. All right? Her mama said she was a jailhouse gigolo. Okay? If it went to jail, if it looked like it's been incarcerated and baked, that's her type. Okay? So she dated men in prison. And Gigi's dad, what's her name? Gigi? Goddess's dad has been in and out of prison. Okay? And I was like, the apple don't fall far from the tree. So the mama did give drug dealer girlfriend. Okay, that's what that mama did give. And the mama is a bit of a pick-me, okay, as well as Miss but I feel like Miss Ma'am got it together, okay. Like I just don't understand this dynamic, but okay, it seemed like she was a good girl, and now she's still a good girl, but now she likes bad boys. Anyway, so Damon needs to let Goddess know. He want to have his cake and eat it too. So it sounds like he got another hoe somewhere. Okay, and we gonna find out. Kaylee is 35 and Michael is 33. Baby, when I tell you Kaylee, ooh, child. This one stressed me out, especially at the end. We gonna get to Mr. Michael. Okay, so Kelly is a CNA and Michael is the little jailbird. Okay, he's in jail for possession. He's in jail for possession of a firearm, possession with intent to distribute. Okay, he was a drug dealer. Okay, with a gun. Okay, anyway, the kids are making posters for Michael for when he comes home. And her son said number 2 on his list that he needed a job. All right. Child, when the children have more sense than the adult. All right. So Kelly has had 3 husbands, 4 kids, and possibly maybe 4 baby daddies. Because I think she's not sure who maybe the last baby is for. We don't know, but we gonna find out. So child. Anyway, she's been married 4 times. So each man she's had a child with, she's married them. Well, yeah. Seems like it. He's been locked up for 6 years. We found out that he got a business degree while he was locked up. I said, okay, that's, he works out. He's really buff. And I feel like when he get home, he gonna show his ass. But again, we'll see. So Kaylee, we see a high school picture of Kaylee or Kylie. And I was like, oh girl, you look totally different, friend. Totally different. That's all I'm gonna say. They've been married for 3 years. They married while he was in jail. I don't know how you can do that, but apparently it's a thing. Okay? I would suggest that none of y'all don't go out. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay? Anyway, so her daughter expressed that the man, when they go visit him, he told them, basically he gonna be an asshole. Okay, he's gonna be an asshole, and will show up as an asshole when he come home. He looked like it. Okay, so Kelly said the kids are used to her being so laid back, and they would need him to be the bad guy. And I'm like, you's a stupid hoe. Okay. She tells her kids that they have to make adjustments. I was so confused because I seen how the little girl was looking at the mom, and then there was this moment where later on, and we'll talk about it, how the little girl was sitting in a 15-year-old. She cooks. She seems like she steps in when the mom, I don't know. She steps in as the second parent and help her mom out with the other 3 siblings. Because she cooks. She's in adult conversation. She is just 15. And I will say this. The little girl seems like she's she's emotionally intelligent. And she was honest enough to tell her mom that basically he intended on coming home and applying structure, whatever that looked like. And I feel like he's just gonna be an asshole for no reason. And instead of her, she told her daughter, well, I appreciate that. I feel like you ain't want to hear that. And you, again, for you to want your kids to adjust to this man, I don't even think they know him because they had to go visit him. Y'all, oh Lord. So apparently Kylie has gotten a mommy makeover because he felt like she was lazy and complacent like most Americans. I just don't think the daughter likes him. And then Kylie, the mom, got his inmate number tattooed on her ass. And she spent a total of $42,000 on him. She's taken, outside of him, she's taking on more responsibility with her home, and she's going to provide a home for him to come live in. He have his own mama. Okay? Now let me address his comment where he says she was lazy and complacent like most Americans. This woman probably works a full-time damn job. She has 3 kids, and I'm not making no excuse. But, sir, you don't have a damn job. You get 3 hots in a cot. You get free workout sessions. Like, you've been able to go to school funded by the state or whatever correctional facility you've been in. So you've been able to have some things afforded to you because you're at a correctional facility. She doesn't have that luxury. You don't have no responsibility. 0. But so she also has to maintain her weight because you've been able to maintain your weight. Lady, if you don't get rid of this raggedy ass nigga, I know something. This man gonna hand you his ass to kiss when he get out. So she went and had a mommy makeover and all of the things to satisfy his raggedy ass. Jailbird. Girl, get out my face. Wait, y'all, I need a minute. So she said she hasn't been honest with her finances. Her daughter just looks so, like, when I look at this young lady's face, she looks so disappointed. And she's 15 with, got on lipstick. And like, what, lady, why you got on, little girl, why you got on lipstick? But whatever. But the little girl seemed more emotionally intelligent than the mom. And I feel like at some point that those kids are going to be mentally and emotionally responsible for their mother after he finished kicking her in her ass and taking her for everything she got. Baby, he about to drag you through the scalp. Okay? All by your scalp. Anyway, Monique. I remember her. Again, I've never watched the show, but I remember her and Derek. Okay? She was tall. He was small. All right? And Titus. Titus is the new prison bae. Okay? She's an influencer. And he's been in jail for aggravated robbery and kidnapping. The jokes just write themselves. Listen, I'm going to be judgy. I'm going to be judgy. Okay? Like, y'all, I'm sorry. This ain't no shade to people that's been in prison or nothing like that. This don't have nothing to do with nobody else. Don't feel away if it don't apply. I mean, if it don't apply, let it fly. I'm only talking about these people. Okay? All right. Anyway, she said Derek was the devil. And since then, Monique has lost a lot of weight. I want to say she lost 100 pounds or more than 100 pounds. Anyway, she met Titus 8 months ago on a dating site. I got a question. Because how are y'all able to date? How are y'all... How are y'all able to date? Like... I didn't know that. He said things got serious when he spent 14 days in a hole and people always turn their back on you, but she never turned her back on me. I was like, sir, you was in a hole for 2 weeks. Jesus Christ. Anyway, she's moving from Chicago to Cleveland and she has never seen Titus in person. But they FaceTime, so I think they get a moment to FaceTime, and I think they can use a computer and call their person. And how much of those calls, y'all, listen, just let me know how much those calls be. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sitting if these people didn't want me to rag tag and know their business, they wouldn't have never put it on TV. Okay, they wanted me to judge it. Anyway, Emily, we back to Emily and Justin. So Emily is working at a brothel. It actually looked like a strip club on the outside. And she said she can make $10,000 a week. I'm in the wrong field. Okay? I need to be where Emily, if you watching this, friend, y'all hire. This economy is a mess. Okay, and it's hard out here for a pimp. Okay. Anyway, Justin is supposed to parole out in about 3 months. So apparently, because of Justin's misconduct, he won't be seen until October of next year. I was like, oh, child. So it seemed like he had done some stuff that this lady don't know about. I guarantee it. She gonna find out some stuff. Anyway, we get to Goddess, and it'll be 6 weeks until Damon is released from jail. So Damon has 4 kids, I believe 4 baby mothers. They both don't share kids because, again, they've never known each other. Okay, not ever. Anyway, his children thinks that he is in school. They don't know he in jail. So Goddess has 2 kids of her own, and her daughter's dad. She said her and her baby daddy are like brother and sister. Anyway, her baby daddy. Okay, so we met the I think I don't want to mess up the man's name. I forgot the baby daddy's dad's name. I think they all have the Zaire. I want to say. I thought that was the grandfather's name. But anyway, the baby daddy's dad wanted to, because Damon called, Damond or Damon, he called Goddess. And so the grandfather wanted to just have a chit chat with him and talk to him. But the mom was like, well, I feel like we should meet in person. So that grandpa was like, listen, if you, wait, what did he say? You could have just said, hey, how you doing? You could have just still introduced yourself. I understand what he's saying, but as a man, you could have just introduced yourself and say, hey, I'm such and such, yada, yada, yada. All right. So the grandpa asked Goddess how many kids he have, how many baby mamas he have. You don't see the red flags. Let's start there. She was just speaking so highly of him, and I was just like, girl, wait till you find out, okay? So the grandfather asked his son, how do you feel about this situation? And so he was like, I don't feel no kind of way. Why? He was like, I feel like my daughter, I guess he feel, he don't want the daughter basically around him, or he feel away because his daughter has to be, gonna have to be around this man. And it's like, just because let me say this, because women, a lot of times, y'all put y'all kids in these dangerous situations with these men. They may not harm their kids, but they'll harm your kids. And I'm not saying this is just people that are in jail. I'm saying in general. There are people out there who are willing to harm your kids. There is just, y'all, it's so many assault charges on kids and trafficking and all of these. Y'all don't know these people like that. Y'all only know what they tell y'all. Like, oh my God. This whole thing just reeks of desperation. Okay? So, again, the grandfather was like, listen, you don't see the red flags? And she was like, no. Yeah, you're choosing to be dense in this entire situation. Okay? So, come to find out, Damon is in a damn love triangle. And he's in a love triangle with Goddess and his daughter's mom. You see what I'm saying? He's still one of his baby mamas, but you don't even know he want to be in a poly relationship because he haven't disclosed that to you yet. And you sitting here talking about how much you believe in him. And she thinks he's going to do good. No, ma'am, this ain't good. He want you and his baby mom to be okay with being in a poly relationship. He want to do whatever he want with whom he want to do whatever he want because it's close for him to come home. And it's easy for him to say, I want to be closer with my kids so he can go live with that baby mama and fall over her. Don't know who he was known in jail or letting on him, but he about to come back and both of y'all. Anyway, as the debauchery continues, Titus, it gets out in a year and a half. He sent this creepy ass cousin over to install cameras all over Monique's house. He calls his cousin to ask him to step outside because he wanted to know what was Monique's aura. Titus says He's loyal and he doesn't like to be crossed. And he said something else that I forgot to catch, and it sounded like a little threat. Like, if you cross me, I'ma do it. Baby, no ma'am. So come to find out, not only Titus in jail, the damn cousin who came to install the cameras, because he was like, she said, I thought he was just coming to install just this one Ring camera. No, my nigga. Titus want cameras all around the house, including her bedroom. And you want this man I ain't never met to come. It's the stupid decisions that you hoes continue to make when it comes to these. Okay? Anyway, this nigga just got out of jail. Okay? Girl. So they had a little chit chat because she was like, I don't like going up to the jail to go see anybody because they have to do all of the things, have to check you and all of that. He was just like, basically, you need to woman up and go up there and see my cousin. He didn't say that, but that's what I interpret. That's how I interpret it. Okay? He want her to be head first about him. Oh, child. So then we get back to Kaylee. Kaylee apparently is a product of a one-night stand. All right? It sounds like the mama don't trust Michael. I wouldn't either. And that mama don't like Michael. But she only supports it because it's her daughter. And I'm just looking. Again, 15-year-olds sitting in the midst of adults, talking, and they're having conversations with them. Can you allow her to be a child? No, because she has a feeling as the adult. She's only 15. It is some trauma in that when you have to take care of your younger siblings. Because when you grow up in a survival mindset. You grow up feeling like you have to take care of everybody and you neglect yourself. There is this neglect that people have when they got to take care of everybody behind them as a child because they never became a child. Oh, they never been able to be a child. Anyway, Kylie says that her mom was not a good mom, but she's a lot better now. Her mom's going to support her, but she don't agree with any of this. Kelly hopes that Michael doesn't break her heart. Moving over to Michael on the phone with his mama. He has $14,000 saved in an account that he doesn't want Kelly to know about because he feels like she is terrible with spending habits. She spent $42,000 on your raggedy ass. So you rather her spend all of her money, take away from her kids. You scold her because she's not managing her money, because a lot of her money is coming to you and providing for you. Meanwhile, your dog ass get to hide money from this woman and the 4 kids that she have to feed. Because she taking care of you. You want her to do all of these things. Meanwhile, you want to serve the bare minimum with your jailbird ass. Okay? That shit ran me hot. Told his mama, do not tell Kylie I have money. That mama was flabbergasted, but guess what? I'm going to take my son back. I'm going to have my son back and I'm going to ride for his raggedy ass because I'm a bald-headed, raggedy ass mammy. Okay? Y'all, I was like, I know the entire fuck you lying to me. Child. Y'all not going to stress me out, okay? This has definitely taken an emotional toll on me. So you know what I'm going to do? Do y'all know what I'm going to do? I am going to go shower, wash off my and watch Once Upon a Time and escape with the fairy tale people. Okay? No, I'm going to go watch Power, the last episode of Power. Okay? Force. Not Power, but Force. Okay, because I ain't watched Power since episode 2 or 3. But since Tariq gonna be on here, I just want to see. And then I'm gonna fall asleep on Once Upon a Time. Okay? Now, I will say this. Y'all, please show me some love in my love during lockup videos. Y'all share it. Do all of the things, y'all. I'm going to try to get my groove in these videos. Yes, I'm going to try to do my best and get my groove in the videos. Tomorrow, I will let y'all know whether or not I'm going to be reviewing Ayanla. We gonna see. We gonna see what that look like tomorrow night. Anyway, this is your girl Q1 reminding you to keep showing up, keep growing, stay true to yourself. And I will see y'all tomorrow over on Mrs. Best channel along with Watch Your Mouth reviews, y'all. Have a good night.